This is the Zo-Daddy.
This is the ManCandy.
And we are on podcast 17.
Oh, boy.
I think we might be starting to run out of ideas, but we're going to keep going, ManCandy, as long as you can. We don't know how this one's going to turn out, but I was just telling ManCandy beforehand, he's got his notebook, and I basically just thought of an idea, and
here we are.
I'm just going to ad-lib a little and see what happens.
Let's do this.
All right. Well, recap of 16.
Yes. Recap of 16. If you remember, that was our tailgating episode.
Oh, yes.
So since then, haven't tailgated yet, but there's going to be some big ones coming up soon.
Oh, yes. That Oregon Badger game. That should be a huge tailgate for you.
Huge.
So I'm hoping, your next tailgate, you take some of our tips and apply them to your tailgate.
I did have one feedback, though, from a listener with a tailgate tip.
Okay.
This one comes to us from Half Bro. He says, tip is, when packing the car, pack the cooler last so you have easier access to it at the tailgate.
That's a great tip
It's a great tip.
by Half Bro.
Well done.
Half Bro, I want you back on the show. I was just joking about you being nervous. You were not. You did a great job. And we do need guests.
And he's contributing. This is perfect.
That is perfect. Well, ManCandy, I think you might have stumped me, but maybe for some reason it will just pop into my head.
Yeah.
And what's that sound?
Hey, I think this is the first time that you've got it right.
Yes, I think so.
17 episodes in.
I'm feeling it. Let's go.
All right. So, for everybody, last episode's What's That Sound was...
I don't know. I'm thinking it's not dice.
It's not dice.
No, but it's a lot of rattling.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm
Okay.
going to throw that, just going with the popcorn scene. You're putting the popcorn, but that would be like almost in an air popper. That not, because you do it on the... all you're doing is shuffling
the ice in my little mug here.
Oh, man, that was loud.
I know. I wanted to up close, and I had filled with man cubes, too. That was the key to that.
So just shaking up the glass with man cubes.
That's right.
Oh, man, that was a tough one. All right. Well, what about this one? You said you were scrambling for this right before.
I know. So
you think I'm going to get this one?
I think you're going to get this one, but it might take a little bit.
Okay, so this might be a next episode.
No, this listen probably like a 2 or 3 listen to this one.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. What's that sound?
No, I think I just need one.
Okay.
It's the door stopper.
Yeah,
it's the door
you
stopper.
don't know.
Oh, it's definitely a door stopper. That's the easiest sound you've done.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. That's
okay, because you said a door stopper was one of a previous What's That Sound?
Oh, and I was wrong on it?
Yes.
Oh, this one for sure.
For sure?
Yes.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
For the listeners.
Okay.
For the listeners.
Okay.
Obvious. So obvious.
If you think you know What's That Sound,
it's a door stopper.
Please make sure to put it in our comments, or you can give us a shout on X at JO Tips Podcasts.
All right. Well, that gets us to 1-7, ManCandy. 1-7. And this is just for our listeners. There's a couple, a lot of MP listeners, and this one goes out to you guys because, we've been thinking of an idea, and what our tip is going to be workout tips.
Oh.
And it's time for those people in MP and everywhere else that start working out a little bit, and
start getting a little gloomy with fall and winter here.
Yes, this is the perfect time. You aren't going to be, soon the walking days might be over, walking outside. And
you want to maintain that summer body for all winter.
Yes. Well, I'll get a little cushiony during the winter season. That's for sure. For sure.
This ought to be a fun episode.
Oh, yes. So workout tips. I'll start. I just want, it doesn't matter what workout you do. Just get moving. That's the big thing. So right now, working out might just be going for a walk outside, and just get moving. And get that body, the heart rate up just a little bit. So
do you have a certain amount of time that you would recommend of being active and moving?
It's up to you. Maybe a half-hour walk. That after work or before work. I know Mook sometimes gets his walks in. Maybe takes a little longer lunch break and just walks the hills in MP.
Yeah.
And that's something. You just gotta.
For those that don't have access to the hills of the MP,
well, you just walk.
All right.
Just walk around.
Take
your dog. Maybe you take your dog, ManCandy. Jeez, that dog never gets a walk in. Come on, poor thing.
I knew that was coming.
And poor Crosby. Crosby doesn't get. He's cooped up inside all day.
He's fine.
All right, ManCandy, what's your tip?
Oh boy. These are good. These were tough for me, considering how much I work out, and, and my chest looks like a wet blanket. But it's I always like having a good playlist.
Oh,
so
good
I'm gonna keep it at that for right now.
Yep.
It's I got a couple different playlists depending on how I'm feeling for that day. I did get on the treadmill today though.
There we go.
So in preparation for this episode, I'm feeling it a little bit. So went a little over 3 miles on the treadmill.
That's awesome. Now, were you listening to music or did you have WrestleMania?
That's a valid question. But I was listening to music, but I do sometimes on the weekends when the Premier League are going on, they've got early games on. Okay. I like to have that on the TV, and I say, you know what? I'm not going to get off this treadmill. I'm going to go for an entire half.
Yes,
half of a game.
That's a good idea. Good call, man.
Especially if Chelsea's on, then I feel like I'm contributing a little bit. So
you're on the field getting the miles in just like your players are.
That's right.
That's great.
So, but I always have a good playlist going. There is a good one attached to this podcast here on Spotify. It's called the Brotherhood Gym Mix, and that's what we listen to when the Brotherhood goes to the gym.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of Rocky and wrestling songs in that one.
Yep, that is beautiful.
So,
another one of my tips is don't forget to use weights, okay? Or just, it doesn't need to be weights, but you got to do not just cardio. I like to go about, I'm trying to go 5 days a week, okay? And I usually go weights 3 days and then mostly cardio the other 2 days. But I think, lifting is so important, especially when you're aging, ManCandy, like we are.
Yeah.
Just to keep that strength, growing that strength. But another tip with that is that a lot of it you can just do your own body weight. So classic push-ups. If you're a beginner, like maybe P did, if he just does maybe 10 push-ups, during a commercial while he's watching his little son, little Jeter, Derek Jeter. Yeah, he can just go and get a quick 10 push-ups in, and maybe throughout that whole day, maybe up to 100. But we used to have that. Remember the 100 push-up challenge?
Yeah.
Maybe we got to bring that back.
Yeah, that was the summer.
Yeah.
So, what is your thought process? You were saying more on doing more weights than more cardio. Why would somebody want to do that versus the opposite?
Well, because all cardio's great for your heart, but it's usually you're going to get next meal you're going to eat. It's going to pretty much really undo your cardio. It's just the cardio is really good for your heart, but the strength, the growing the muscle, that's where the weights come in, and you want to make sure, and then that's where if you keep lifting, that's where a lot of fat loss will come in, because muscle actually burns more calories than fat.
Okay.
And so getting more muscle, you're gonna you can maybe eat a little bit more too, and key to all the working out, and this is my biggest downfall, is the diet. The diet kills a lot of my workout, and that might be sometimes those college football Saturdays, having a couple of cocktails, and then just too many snacks.
Yeah.
If I can control my diet.
How do you feel that when you go to the gym after those days?
Oh, I went today and I just battled through it. Big Bro had a good little playlist going. That got me fired up a little bit, and you just go one step at a time, and after a while you just kind of get in the groove. The sweat's going, and I did the weights today, and that another tip that I have is if you do go to a gym, just mix it up to what you do. I don't have I don't really have a program. I kind of know what I want to do. I try to do a total body workout, maybe not as much as in the legs, but I try to do some goblet squats, a little bit of that. But I just keep going to different equipment and just do like a lot of times just I'll do a set, go to somewhere else, and I do like a little circuit, and then come back and do it another time. I only do like 2 sets on everything.
Okay, 2 sets of how many?
It depends on how heavy I'm going.
Yeah.
If I'm going a little lighter, I might get up to 15 reps.
Okay.
But if I'm going heavyweight, and that's where I just kind of mix it up. I try to go heavy once a week, and then that might be just like 6 to 8 reps.
Okay.
And so just again, yeah. Go ahead, ManCandy.
No, you were on a roll right there.
Yeah, it's a little bit on a roll.
You're dropping some serious knowledge.
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
How important is stretching for you?
Oh, that's I don't again ManCandy. I should probably do a little jog or something before lifting.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. But I have been the last 5-10 minutes. I have been stretching at the end.
Okay.
And I think my hip flexors are feeling so much better from doing that. My hammies. I think stretching at the end is a perfect way to cool down a little bit and then just get some flexibility, because when we get older, that flexibility is where it's all at. You want to be able to bend down and pick things up, and I'm just worried. Want my knees. I don't want any replacements yet. Knee replace, hip replace. I don't want any of that yet. I'm sure maybe down the road it'll come.
I get it.
But I think stretching is huge. And then also, like I was saying before, just varying your weight. Do some lighter days, some heavier days. You can do, maybe a certain exercise heavier, then do another one lighter. But getting there. Here's another tip.
I was
just showing up. That's the big thing. Just show up, and even if it's to say, hey, I'm going to give myself 20 minutes, because once you're there, that 20 minutes might turn into 45. I try to.
So they could listen to a podcast, and then that
couple of them.
Yeah,
I would say minimum. You just show up, listen to one of our podcasts. There's 20 minutes.
If you're listening at this now, you're in the middle of your reps. Do 5 more.
Yes,
do 5 more.
That's right.
You got 5 more in you.
Yes, you can do 5 more. That's easy. Yes.
That was going to be one of my tips when you were getting at it. Because no one loves going to the gym.
No.
Yeah, or if they do, it's very, very rare. So that's important, and having that proper motivation, which you always tell me that I always have an excuse, and I
sometimes,
and you're 100% correct.
Family comes.
I got some stuff, but there is some stuff that you just got to have the proper motivation, the want and the drive to do it, and hopefully this motivates our listeners.
Yeah,
here.
especially in MP.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping one of our biggest listeners, Half Bro.
There you go.
I mean, do you know about Half Bro's workout routine?
No,
Does
I
he have
don't.
one? Okay.
No.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if Half Bro.
Okay.
We gotta maybe find out.
Let's find out.
Yep. Going back to that whole motivation. If I was super motivated to be able to go to the gym, I'd be going once a week. Or probably once a month, if just so that's why I'm just saying, make it a routine. After a while, it just becomes a routine. Like,
sure.
I pretty much know that I'm going to take Tuesday off. I try to take Tuesday and Fridays off. That's just the way it goes with the football and football games and stuff like that. I just usually take Tuesday just to hey, I'm going to take this off, and then maybe there might be a time where I'm like, oh, I got something going on Wednesday. Well, then I'll go Tuesday.
There you go.
But I always go Saturday, Sunday. Got to go Monday, and then like I said, you get in a routine, and it becomes a lot easier.
There you go. I know we talked about stretching already. What about any pre or post session tips? Obviously, drinking lots of water.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. Water's the best thing for you. And then if I do a hard workout, I do like to have some type of a protein. Usually, I just do a protein drink after a workout. Like usually about 20 minutes. Right when I get home, got these little protein shakes. Boom. I'll usually have one of them. For cardio, I don't really do anything. But if I'm lifting, I like to have that.
Okay.
Good question, ManCandy. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of having eating before you go to the gym?
Yes, I have to have something.
Okay.
A little bit. If I'm running on, because that really impacts if you're on an empty stomach. I tried that this summer a little bit, and I could just tell the whole energy wasn't quite there.
Really?
And just wasn't, why is my reps a little bit lower than normal, and I'm like, oh, I didn't eat, didn't have anything any fuel in the tank.
I guess.
I don't have a big meal,
Sure.
but
I just don't want to have a meal and then have to go poop in the middle.
Oh,
in the middle.
That happens. That happens. That's true. Yeah.
All right. Any other tips, or do we call this one a wrap?
I just want guys, again, I just hope guys and girls, whoever's listening, I hope this podcast maybe said, hey, I'm going to start working out.
There you go.
And then I'm going to, let the just our tips, and maybe exit to us and just say, hey, thanks for the motivation. I'm going to start to work out and, just plan maybe 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Just get into that routine, and I wish you guys much.
And let us know
success.
how it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah, we can start a routine together.
There we go. Well, I think
Do you want to talk about, as now that we're wrapped up our tips, do you want to give an update on college football?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to Okay, so the tips are done. Well, this week, finally, Zo-Daddy had a winning week. He went 3-1, and the ManCandy went 2-2.
He's creeping.
ManCandy still has the lead. My one loss was North Carolina. Didn't think a team, they score 50 points. Just didn't think that they were going to give up 70. They gave up 70. Mac Brown, I guess, after the game was almost doing his, resignation to the team, but I guess they kind of cleared that up today. He was a little bit down in the dumps.
There you go.
But I'm happy with the 3-1. I'm going to shoot for 4-0, so make sure on Friday, that's usually when they come out, make sure to
check
the X account and lock those picks in.
That's right. And my two downfalls were LSU at minus 23.5 and Cal plus 2.5. Yes. Cal had an opportunity, but they didn't. They let me down. So to give a quick update, after week 4, Zo-Daddy is sitting at 5-11, and while the ManCandy is at 7-9. Still up, but you are in striking distance, and I don't like that at all.
Boy, I just don't like how we're below 500.
Yeah, that's true too.
5-11, ManCandy. That's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
Jeez. Well.
So before we get into our fake sponsor of the episode, we have to make an announcement that we have a big surprise with Just Our Tips. And we have our new official, we have a merch line.
So, if you're lucky enough, just ask for some merch. We got our Our Tips. Do we want to let them know what it is?
That's good.
It's Just Our Tips stickers.
Yep. For your laptop, for your fridge, anywhere, a bathroom stall maybe.
Ooh, let's go. A bathroom stall. Spread the word.
Spread the word. The Just Our Tips is now out there. Right before the holidays.
That it would be a perfect gift for a loved one.
That's right.
Yes, it would. I got one right on my fridge.
It looks good.
Yes, it does. Do you got one up yet?
I have one on my fridge as well, and my little my son's also got one on his fridge that he has in his room too.
There we go.
Yeah. You know what we should do? We should sign a couple of them.
Oh,
limited edition.
Zo-Daddy and the ManCandy signatures. Right. Well, that'd be for some special fans. So for anyone that has watched all 17. Anyone, if you just let us know that you have watched all 17 podcasts, we will officially sign
a limited
Just Our
edition.
Tips stickers. I think we might have to sign 2 or 3.
It won't take long.
No, it won't take long to sign it. How would I sign it? Just maybe ZD?
Yeah, ZD and MC?
Yep, MC. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because the stickers aren't that big.
They're not that big.
The QR code doesn't even work on them?
Doesn't even work. So, another tip when ordering stickers, make sure they're big enough for a QR code.
Yep.
But that's what makes them special.
That's right. That's what Just Our Tips does.
All right. Good stuff. And heading out here, we also like to thank our fake sponsor. I didn't tell you about this one. Kind of an interesting concept, though. Okay. It's this episode is fake sponsored by Vegas Boards.
Vegas Boards. Okay.
It's a board that you can order online, and it gives you like a running total like a Vegas board would.
Oh, that's
so it has
cool.
all your games up, has all your totals, any of the lines, so it connects to your Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And you can have it displayed in your man cave or wherever you.
Oh, Vegas Boards. That would be cool. Boards. And they update the lines just like that. Current lines. Yes. I like that.
Yeah. So no more searching. No more. Hey Siri, what's the
line of
USC or whatever?
Yes.
So it's right there in front of you.
Speaking of USC, what a heartbreaker. Sorry, P did. Billy Ho's happy and Paco's happy.
I'm happy. I had USC.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that was the kiss of death. You covered.
Yeah, I know.
But they lost.
But they lost. Yeah.
When I let. No, you didn't win that.
Yes, I did.
No, USC was favored in that game.
No, I have them at -5.5.
Yes, they had to win by 5.5.
No.
Yes, they did. Michigan was the underdog. You were 1-3.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are 1-3.
No.
Unbelievable. You still don't understand. We got to do another episode on pluses and minus. Minus means they have to win by 5.5 points.
I'm going to put you in the sharpshooter after this.
Yes, that is great.
Nope, you're wrong.
Yeah, right. So just an update. ManCandy went 1-3.
Nope.
Well, I got to check all your other ones.
No. Stop.
Jeez. Oh, wow.
No.
Well, that was good.
2-2.
Well,
cool ending of all this show.
I brought the USC game up, and next thing I know, you've got that as one of your winners. Yeah, but by the way, I told P did that was one of your picks, and he didn't like it.
No,
He goes,
whatever.
That's the kiss of death.
Whatever.
ManCandy likes his team.
All right.
Well,
thanks, Vegas Boards.
Yeah, well, Vegas Sports,
Cool.
thanks for bringing that up. And, now we got ManCandy's official record. Well, I hope you enjoy this one, and hope to see you back next week.
All right. Thank you, everybody.